All right, welcome friends, and let's begin with a big breaking development coming in. It seems European leadership is showing some spine or willing to give a go at it or have a go at it. And in doing so, they have released a joint statement defending Greenland and its ownership of Denmark, or Greenland as the territory of Denmark. That's a statement, joint statement, big one, being released or has been released by the office of the Prime Minister of Denmark, Mette Frederiksen. Remember, she has taken a strong position earlier, fending off any suggestion from the United States that Greenland could be taken over, if need be by force, like the US has done in the case of Venezuela. And Niranjan joins us live from the newsroom for more on this. Niranjan, that seems like very authentic, strong statement coming in from the European leadership, finally showing some spine against a very belligerent United States.
Well, I don't know about spine, because the last time they all sat in front of Donald Trump, you had that embarrassing picture where each of them almost succumbed and was seated there like little children around a table, right across the headmaster's table. That was the photo that came out when Zelensky was there a few months back. We were live when that photo op happened. But it appears that there is something that is brewing in Europe with them pushing back, looking at the strongly worded statement. Abhishek, in fact, after you sent it, we did a double check to see really if European leaders had stood up to Trump. But I'd like to read out from the statement because it's pretty interesting what European Union nations have said in this joint statement on Greenland. Statement by the President of France, Macron, Chancellor Merz of Germany, Prime Minister Meloni of Italy, Prime Minister Tusk of Poland, Prime Minister Sanchez of Spain, Prime Minister Starmer of United Kingdom, Prime Minister Frederiksen of Denmark on Greenland, saying Arctic security remains a key priority for Europe and it's critical for international and transatlantic security, adding that NATO has made clear that the Arctic region is a priority and European allies are stepping up. We and many other allies have increased our presence, activities, investments to keep the Arctic safe and to deter adversaries. The Kingdom of Denmark, including Greenland, is part of NATO. Security in the Arctic must therefore be achieved collectively in conjunction with NATO allies, including the United Nations, United States, by upholding the principles of the UN Charter, including sovereignty, territorial integrity, and the inviolability of borders. These are universal principles and we will not stop defending them. The United States is an essential partner in this endeavor as a NATO ally, and through the defense agreement between Kingdom of Denmark and the United States, 1951, Greenland belongs to its people. It is for Denmark and Greenland and them only to decide on matters concerning Denmark and Greenland. Essentially, European leaders, you said it right, they found a spine and they're actually reading out the rule book to Trump to say that whatever he's been rattling about Greenland is in bad taste and it amounts to violating sovereignty of Denmark and Greenland.
Yeah, Niranjan, the reason why I said that Europe finally showing some spine is because it was not very far back in history that we had someone called Mark Rutte mentioning or calling President Trump as Daddy Trump. And so I think that seems like some evolution happening there in the European understanding of scheme of things. Post the Venezuela development, they are really, so to say, scared that the Americans might follow the Venezuelan template and take over Greenland militarily, in which case there would be a lot of egg and a lot more on the face of European leadership fending